Last night's edition of Smackdown Live opened up with the self-proclaimed best in the world Shane McMahon addressing the crowd on Roman Reigns' unprovoked attack last week on Father Vince McMahon, asking, "What type of sick man hits another man's father?" Probably forgetting the last 2 months ever happened. Sadly, during this moment, reports surfaced that a fan at ringside possibly passed away. Twitter user @ValenaWWE tweeted, "Wow. Somebody at ringside just passed away during Smackdown Live. They were taken out with a blanket over their body. So sad." YouTuber Christian Markle also tweeted, "I think someone literally passed away at ringside during the opening segment of Smackdown Live. Fans in attendance posted photos and videos of paramedics giving CPR to someone during the Shane Roman Elias segment and then stretched the person out in what appeared to be a body bag." However, Jake Wasikowski refuted the report, and judging by the video he posted on Twitter, he was in attendance at last night's show and he told, "A person needed CPR and medical treatment in the front row when SmackDown started tonight. A security guard told me he did start breathing after a while and is in stable condition." There was no mention of the incident by WWE or commentators, of course, so we can only go by the information presented by those who were in the audience. Whatever the situation, Wrestlelamia would like to offer our prayers to the person's family and hope that he's okay. The show would continue with Roman Reigns coming out to confront Shane, but just before Reigns explained his actions, he was jumped from behind by Elias. Reigns was quick enough to counter any attack from him, but the distraction was enough for Shane to lay some of those quick-fire punches into the big dog. It eventually led to both men attacking him. Later on in the night, we would learn that Reigns would accept Elias's challenge, and the two will go one-on-one at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. After that segment, they cut backstage and Kevin Owens is with the New Day, filling in for Biggie again. We also learn that the shake-up was a bit of a farce, as Andrade and Zelina Vega, who were only drafted to Raw last week, have landed back on SmackDown. Andrade tells us backstage in an interview that he came back to destroy the myth of Finn Balor. Now, most of us know the real reason why, and it'll be explained in a video later today. However, their plan to destroy the Demon King backfired after Andrade was defeated by Balor, thanks to Vega's distraction, costing him the match. We'll assume that WWE will have these two go one-on-one at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, with the Intercontinental Championship on the line. But for the second week in a row, the Women's Tag Team Champions, the Iconics, lost again as Peyton Royce went one-on-one with Kairi Sane in a match that lasted longer than the Aussie duo's entrance. Royce claims afterwards that she was overhydrated. Another late superstar shake-up move that nobody probably cared about was the modern-day Maharaja moving back to SmackDown Live. Could things turn around for him like they did in 2017? Probably not, as Mahal, the Singh brothers and opponent Chad Gable were immediately decimated by monster Lars Sullivan. R-Truth came out to seek some revenge from last week, but again got powerbombed for his troubles. We also learned that Aleister Black, like Andrade and Vega, has moved to SmackDown Live, cutting a pre-taped promo. Again, it'll be explained on why he moved in a later video. Vince's Queen Charlotte Flair then came out and unsurprisingly wants another shot at the title. Lynch comes out to confront her but is interrupted by Bayley, who believes she is next in line. The two then face off against each other there and then to determine the number one contender, and shock of all shocks, it's Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch will now have a huge challenge ahead of her at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, as not only will she defend her Raw title against Lacey Evans, but in the same night she'll defend her SmackDown title against Charlotte Flair. It would have been great to see Bayley in the main event picture again, especially with a heel turn against Lynch, but maybe it'll be saved for later down the line. It's pretty obvious Lynch won't be able to retain both titles, but it'd make for a great chance at a cash-in if Lynch happens to retain both. However, it's unlikely that WWE will have the same booking as last year, with someone cashing in the same night. In the main event, WWE Champion Kofi Kingston took on Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke was accompanied by Rusev and Lana, whilst Kofi had Xavier Woods and Kevin Owens with him, with Owens on commentary. The match ended in a DQ after Rusev interfered, but what happened after was more shocking, and maybe to a handful of fans, totally unexpected, as the prize fighter turned on Kofi Kingston, cementing his heel turn. It looks like it'll be Kofi vs Owens at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view for the WWE Championship. But what did you guys think of SmackDown Live this week? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.